Sensei Zen Takai, born in a legendary 16th-generation lineage of samurai, shares the ancient wisdom he's learned from mastering 18 arts to become a samurai master.
After the World War II, we lost our way. Especially after the atomic bomb, everything's gone. Suddenly, so many suicidal people in Japan. They lost a core. I couldn't find the meaning of the life. But I want to do something. Samurai people is the most important purpose, not fight. How to keeping a peace.
Sensei, please tell us, what is the job of a samurai?
Job?
Yes.
Okay, it's a good question for the first question. Yeah, I'm teaching traditional samurai techniques, but I have to tell from the history. Ancient time, samurai was one of the status, public status, right? That's why it was like a politicians, it was like a teacher, it's a kind of a job. Or of course, sometimes like a soldiers, right? It's a kind of a job. But specialty, after the World War II, we lose the war. The status is perfectly, it's gone.
Oh.
That's why I'm teaching samurai technique, but status it's gone, right? That's it's a little complicated situation.
Very interesting, very interesting. So in the past, I didn't know it meant also not only the soldier, because in my mind, and I think a lot of Westerners' mind that are not familiar with this tradition, it's just about, you know, the soldier, the assassin. And so you're telling me it's also a scholar, it's also a politician. So there's much more to that historically. So in fact, I wanted to ask you, now that times have changed, what is the role in the society and the Japanese culture of samurai today?
Okay, yeah, one of the things is that, basically, Japanese people, we have no religion. Of course, some people Christian, some people Buddhist, but basically we have no religion, right? That's why ancient time, samurai, it's a Japanese traditional people believe samurai way. Samurai way is like a core of the philosophy in Japan, right? Yes, because samurai was the top of the society. They were leader of the society, and they make many kind of wisdom and philosophy. They believe it. It's not religion, but kind of religion, right? Yeah, but you see, and in modern generation, everything is changing. Especially after the World War II, we lose the war, and how can I say, samurai culture is gone, almost like gone, right? And samurai status is gone. But our family try to keeping a tradition, right?
Because you're 16 generations, right?
Right. I was born 16th generation samurai family.
Wow, that's incredible. How does that feel? Did you feel a pressure of some sort to become a samurai because of your heritage?
Yeah, in modern generation, and samurai status is gone. But for us, keeping a tradition is a very important point, right?
For your family?
For my family. And especially for me, because usually samurai family is that first boy became a samurai, but I'm a second boy. I have a big brother. But you know, this modern generation, we have a many kind of a choice. That's why my big brother became like a doctor, psychological doctor, and we respect his choice because modern generation we have a many kind of a choice. But I'm second boy, but I became a samurai. It's a little personal story, but and our family have like a kind of a traditional ceremony. And when I was baby is maybe 6 months or 5 months. It's like you see this movement, like
crawling,
yes. Right? And in front of the baby around 5 meters, and there is a 5 choice. Choices that it's a dictionary, baby doll, and sword, and abogas. Abogas, you know, abogas is like counting.
Yes.
Abogas. And one more is I forgot, but a kind of a choice. And the baby have an intuition, right? And the baby walking, and touched. This is a future, and this baby is future, right? My big brother touched the dictionary, and he became a doctor. And I touched the sword. That's why, how can I say? And I think it's this moment, yes, like kind of a destiny.
I see.
Yeah, that's why it's not pressure, but it's I feel this is one of the mission. For keeping a tradition. Right?
And you feel it's aligned in your heart that this is what you're meant to do.
Yeah, but this is also a little personal story. And my family is like a 60th generation samurai family. That's why it's a little strict. That's why when I was teenage, I'm very against with my family. and I go to the perfectly opposite side. I was a punk rocker.
Punk rock.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a punk rock. And after the punk rock, okay, I realized, okay, once again go to this way and watching this way, and this is a samurai technique is very important for the keeping a tradition. Yeah, that's why after that go back to the my family house and start the training again, and I decided my mission, my destiny. I have to keeping this tradition, right?
So what is your purpose?
Purpose? Yeah, it's how can I say? For example, specialty in the Japanese young people after the World War II, we lost our way, right? For example, my father's generation. My father was born after the World War II. Everything is gone, especially after the atomic bomb. Everything is gone. That's why my father's generation focus about more like economy, try to make a business, get the money, and build up the civilization. And yeah, this is very important for surviving. Okay, but after that, okay, and Japan economy is developed. Suddenly it's developed, and okay, we can get the money, we can get the house, we can get the car, almost we can get everything. But in this moment, suddenly so many suicidal people in Japan. They lost a way, they lost a core, right? Yeah, and I couldn't find the meaning of the life. But I wanted to do something. Okay, that's why I started punk rock music or something. Yeah, and okay, but started the training about the samurai traditional training. I can find the meaning of the life.
In that.
Yeah, right. That's why I want to try to keep this samurai tradition, and I want to connect to the next generation who lost their way, and who people lost their way.
Because you shared that you are the last of your generation. So
Yeah.
far, you don't have any next of kin. You don't have any children. Does that put you feel any pressure on your, or would you like to have children, or have you chosen the people to be your children to pass this knowledge?
Yeah, it's yeah, I have no kids. That's why I'm last of samurai in my family. Yeah, but it's not kind of a pressure because in modern generation, in this moment, the family blood is not so important, right? And we have a many kind of a choice. Yeah, that's why my mission is that okay, go over the thing and open this method whole over and about more spread, right? Before generation, keeping a tradition, right?
Inside.
Yeah, inside. But my generation more spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my mission, right?
I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. And how is it perceived in your culture that you are doing this? Because as I understand, as we just said, traditionally it's kind of kept a little bit secret, the samurai practice. So how are you perceived back home that you are sharing this knowledge with the world, with the Western civilization?
Yeah, it's point is that okay, this is talking about the samurai history. Whole over the world, many kind of martial arts, right? But just samurai martial arts is that okay, they were martial artists at the same time they were top of the society. This is very rare. Just samurai people. Normally, normal martial arts is that okay, there's like a top of the society, like king or queen, and there's a bodyguard. Bodyguard making a martial arts, right? But samurai people, martial artists at the same time they are top of the society.
Why do you think that was the case?
It's related with history because very ancient time, almost 1,000 years ago, and in Japan, top of the society was it is called Kuge, Kuge family. Kuge is that like a top of the society, right? But okay, they are a little bit like a snob people like this, and they are rich and eat too much, drinking and party, and Kuge family it's gone. And in this moment, samurai was a bodyguard of the Kuge, but this bodyguard
Took the leadership.
Yeah, right. This is a very rare case, right?
I see.
Yeah.
And so from then on, they gained the influence and they started influencing people also in the way that they were behaving.
Right.
I
Yeah. That's why, and in this moment, they were martial artists at the same time top of the society. That's why their most important philosophy is that okay, and how to avoid the fight. For example, if there's a bodyguard and get a mission from the top of the society, get a mission from the king or something like that, and try to attack, try to protect something like that. But samurai people is that okay, most important purpose, not fight. How to keeping a peace. Yeah, this is very important philosophy. That's why this philosophy and this technique we can use a modern generation. Yeah, this is an important perspective.
So how do we keep the peace?
Yeah, And one of the point is that, okay, if you want to avoid the fight, first of all, okay, you have to catch the feeling from the opponent. If you want to catch the correct information, correct feeling from the opponent, first you have to stay calm and no emotion. Okay, please make an image. If you feel against feeling and emotional feeling, when you get the information, you misunderstand.
Of course.
That's why, first of all, control your mind, keep inner peace. That's why you can get the correct information, okay? And sometimes make a good relationship, sometimes make a good negotiate, sometimes make a long distance, and avoid the fight, right? Fight is very, very final decision, not fight. Don't choose a fight.
Not be hasty. It's basically a very, it's the modern way of mindfulness. So the ancient way of the mindfulness today, what we're teaching people to be calm,
Right.
to be centered,
Yeah.
to be peaceful,
Yeah.
to breathe,
Right.
to meditate.
Yeah.
And then once you are in that state of calm and presence, you see everything more clearly, and then you're able to make better decisions.
Right.
Potentially, possibly, probably
Yeah.
avoiding the fight. I love that. I wanted to speak about the mindset of samurai as well. So when I think about samurai, what comes to my mind are different values of integrity, of discipline, of character, of honor. So how would you describe the mentality of a samurai?
Okay, it's many kind of a way, but okay, I want to talk about specialty water element, water. Because samurai technique made from the fifth element, ground, water, fire, wind, sky. And each element different philosophy and different techniques. But I want to talk about water, right? Water is that, okay? Water have many kind of phase. Silent water and flowing water, like a boiled water, like ice. And our body is that, okay, 70% made from the water. And people swinging a sword at the same time, always people concentrate on their muscle. But if you feel the muscle too much, using a muscle too much, your body is freezing. Your mind is also freezing. Always relax and connecting with like a water is very important point. But specialty and about the water element, do you know the Chinese Kung Fu star Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Bruce Lee said and moving like a water,
Be like water.
flowing like a water. Okay? It's Chinese Kung Fu style, right? But okay, samurai water element different perspective. Samurai ancestor said, always be a silent water. Perfectly silent water. Please make an image. Perfectly silent water, it's like a mirror. If you're keeping a silent water, keeping a water mirror, if you're connecting the water element, you can see your face very correctly. You clearly understand yourself. If you understand yourself very clearly, you clearly understand the opponent. Not flowing, perfectly silent. Yeah, this is one of the philosophy.
How does a person
How?
become the silent water?
Okay, many kind of a way. Point is that, okay, mindset. Okay, mindset is that, okay, don't, if you want to try to mindset, don't use a mind too much. Because everything about balance, everything about yin and yang, mind and body. If we want to control mind, you have to control body. If we want to control body, you have to control mind. Sometimes, or in modern generation, people control their mind using a mind. This is like a yang and yang, right? Sometimes it's making off balance. You have to control body, right? Samurai technique, everything have a fifth element. Our body is also. About a finger, from the pinky finger, ground, water, fire, wind, sky. Body, lower body is a ground, stomach is a water, chest is a fire, shoulders wind, your head is sky. About the water element, it's a stomach, right? Stomach is that, okay, it's very related with emotion. Because if you feel some strong emotion, your organs is squeezed and standing up, and your heart is squeezed and the heartbeat go up, make a panic. That's why, okay, if you want to control mind, control emotion, you have to control organs. Stomach organs is connecting with the ring finger. Okay, this is a water element, ground, water, fire, wind, sky. Okay, that's why making a this position. Okay, yes, this position is that, okay, you are connecting with the organs, stomach position, right? And okay, more connecting. Your fist is outside like this, opposite, right?
Yes.
And open the elbow, right? In this moment, your organs and your ring fingers are connecting. Okay, organ is always stable. Go down is very important point. That's why keep this position and slowly go down.
Are we breathing in and out?
Now is that, okay, don't focus on breathing, just relax. Okay? And go back to ground element position, lower body, okay? Because water is always along the ground, right? Keep this position and please make a cup position like this, like a cup. Okay, please making an image, you have a cup here. Okay, water is inside. Please making an image, you are the silent water here. Keep this position and deep breathing. This is silent water element training, right? If you want to control mind, you have to control body like this. Yeah, seems like this. Samurai techniques control mind using a body physically.
I love this so much, so much. I mean, now we have more and more science speaking from all sort of studies and all sort of different directions telling us about the mind and body connection. In fact, they're not separate. They're as interlinked as it even is possible, right? So I love how you're bringing us another facet of this knowledge from a different culture, from a different time, and yet it's all interlinking together and telling us the same storyline. And again, to proving us how true it is. So what else if a person wants to embody some of this samurai mentality, some of this groundedness, some of this wisdom, some of this discipline, this inner peace, if you will, but equally there's power, there's strength in it. So if some people listening and watching, they are like, okay, what else can I do? How can I think? What other practices can I do? This is one of the things that they can do at home. What else should they think about?
Yeah, it's a many kind of a way, and but most important fundamental is that, okay, it's a breathing, breathing, because in Japanese breathing it is called iki, okay?
Ikigai.
Correct. right. Yeah, iki meaning is that, okay, it's like kind of a life. Ikigai meaning is the meaning of life. Yeah, that's why if you can control breathing, you can control your life. Yeah, this is very important point, because if you feel some strain, if you feel emotion, always breathing almost sometimes stop or getting faster. That's why control breathing and you can go back to more like a grounding feeling. Yeah, it's very simple but very important point.
Yeah,
right.
It's funny how they always say, you know, the simple things are the ones that we need most, but they're so simple that it's equally as simple not to do them as to do them. So sometimes we discount things because they are so obvious. Whereas usually if we think about these things, you know, the self-help industry and everything, if you start by the fundamentals, which is, okay, take care of your body, sleep well, hydrate well, eat well, exercise well, 70% done. But then if you add on the breathing and the meditation, I mean, you are 95% there, you know, then there's just small tweaks, right? I love that. I love that. And tell us a little bit more about your own way. So you've developed this methodology that you share with the world, the Zen Samurai way. What is that exactly?
Yeah, it's how can I say? I'm learning from my father and sword technique. But for me, is that, okay, most important point is that, okay, how to spread all over the world. That's why, and in this generation is that, okay, this is not like a fighting generation, okay, more like how to connecting with our daily life is a very important point. That's why swinging a sword, okay, I'm teaching a sword technique, but swinging a sword at the same time, connecting with the breathing, and clearly understand how to control the energy, how to control the breathing, and swinging a sword at the same time, just relax, right? This technique is that, okay, we can connecting with a daily life, how to make it relax, how to release a shoulder, right? How to control energy, okay? Yeah, this kind of thing learning from the sword technique, okay? Sword technique, but it's not fighting technique, right? This is the point.
Very, very interesting. Through the sword to the peace.
Right.
Very interesting. I love that.
Yeah.
So if you have a message for the audience that you'd like to share with them, maybe something to think about or just a wish, then this is the moment to do that.
Yeah, sometime in the comics and the movie, samurai always like fighting and shouting and attack the enemy. But the most important thing is that, okay, how to avoid the fight, how to keeping a peace, okay? if we want to avoid the fight, how to find your inner peace. If you have an inner peace, no necessity to the fight. Right? Control your mind. You cannot control outside, but you can control your mind anytime, any moment. Yeah.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello friends, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to subscribe and share it with someone. I would love to hear your feedback and suggestions as to what guests you would like to see on the show next. See you next week.